Today, we're exploring the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 12, ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns. Hello, I'm Jonas. To make the world a better place, I bring my own reusable utensils every day to reduce single-use plastic waste.
Greeting everyone, my name is Ian. I participate in second-hand clothing exchange to reduce unnecessary purchases of new products.
Hi, I'm Raymond, and I'm part of a community organic farming project that supports sustainable local food systems.
Hi, I'm Isa. I consistently use reusable shopping bags and containers to reduce single-use plastic pollution.
This goal focuses on how we use Earth's resources and how we produce and consume goods. The reality is that there's a serious imbalance between global economic growth and resource consumption. According to the UN Environment Programme, if the global population reaches 9.8 billion, we would need the equivalent of 3 planets to sustain our current lifestyle. Globally, we generate over 2 billion tons of solid waste annually, and this is projected to increase by 70% by 2050. These figures tell us that we need to change our existing consumption and production patterns. The main challenges facing SDG 12 include overexploitation and waste of natural resources, environmental and social issues in global supply chains, lack of transparency and accountability, and the generation and proper handling of vast amounts of waste. These challenges not only threaten the environment, but also affect the long-term sustainability of our economy.
Have you ever wondered what happened to our clothes after we discard them? It often starts here, in brightly lit stores with tempting discount. But once the novelty fades, most of these clothes are quickly discarded. Many end up like this, buried in massive landfills, where synthetic fibers can decompose for hundreds of years. In some cases, they are incinerated, releasing toxic chemicals and greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This shows how fast fashion can easily build pollution and damage our ecosystem. Next, let's talk about the impact of fast fashion from both local and global perspective. In Taiwan, we generate over 71,000 tons of textile waste every year, yet only 10% is effectively recycled. At the same time, clothing purchases have increased by 60%, reflecting a rising culture of overconsumption. But this issue extends far beyond our borders. Globally, the fashion industry produces around 92 million tons of waste annually. It also consumes 93 million cubic meters of water per year and is responsible for about 10% in global carbon emissions. These numbers remind us that the choices we make in our closet can have lasting impact on both our environment and our future. Fast fashion brings more than just cheap clothing. It comes with a heavy cost. Environmentally, the industry fuels a harmful buy-wear-discard cycle, encouraging rapid consumption and waste. Meanwhile, recycling systems remain underdeveloped and inefficient, unable to keep up with the growing volume of discarded textile. On the social side, the consequences are just as alarming. There are over 160 million child laborers worldwide, many working in the garment industry. Factory workers often endure excessive hours in unsafe conditions, all to meet the demands of fast and cheap production. These challenges remind us that fashion should not come with the cost of our planet or basic human rights.
To solve these problems, we suggest the Circular Wardrobe Initiative. This is a full plan that includes technology, community involvement, and money-saving ideas. On the technology side, we suggest using blockchain to track clothes from the beginning like cotton to the end like recycling. This helps people see where the clothes come from and where they go. McKinney report says this can cut waste in the supply chain by up to 30%. Setting up smart collection spots in Taipei City, these spots can use AI to sort used clothes automatically. In the Netherlands, a similar system can sort clothes 87% correctly, which helps recycle more textiles. Building a recycling center for clothes, the center will work on new ways to reuse old materials. For example, in Japan, they can turn old polyester into new threads and reuse 95% of the material. On the community side, we suggest starting a clothing sharing program in Taipei with 20 local sharing centers. In Sweden, this kind of idea helps people buy 40% fewer new clothes. Teaching people about sustainable fashion, we plan to work with 50 schools in Taiwan to hold fashion workshops. According to UNEP, 30% of students change how they shop after these lessons. Creating a repair service for clothes. We want to work with local tailors and designers to help fix old clothes. This not only cuts down on waste but also gives people jobs. In the UK, this idea helped make clothes last 95% longer.
At the economy level, the Circular Wardrobe Initiative will create new circular economy business, including clothing rental, repair, and redesign service. Dutch clothing rental company has proven this model viable, achieving a 15% annual growth rate. Also, we recommend that the government provide tax incentive policy for sustainable fashion brands to encourage industry transformation. After similar policy were implemented in France, the number of sustainable fashion brands increased by 35%. The third one, return on investment analysis, shows that it is expected to create over 1.5 billion in 5 years, while creating 500 jobs. Cost-benefit comparison shows that, compared to traditional methods, our circular model can save 45% of cost while reducing environmental impact by 60%. Now let's evaluate our proposal using three key indicators. The first one is effectiveness. By integrating blockchain technology, AI classification, and material innovation, our proposal is expected to reduce textile waste in Taipei City by 30%, making a substantial contribution to SDGs 12. The second one is feasibility. Our proposal is designed for three stages to ensuring technological and social acceptance. Required resources can be obtained through public and private partnerships. The last one is cost effectiveness. The break events are expected within 5 years and create over 3 billion in social economy value over 10 years. Finally, let's come to the conclusion. We believe that through the Circular Wardrobe Initiative, Taiwan can become a global leader in sustainable fashion, demonstrating how to balance economic development and environmental protection. Achieving SDGs 12 requires global cooperation, from individual choice to systematic change. Let's work together for a sustainable future. Thank you for your listening. This is our data source. And this is our division of labor.